Postcard weather once again here in Arizona. We are in Surprise. It's the home of the Kansas City Royals here in the Cactus League. And the Cubs wrap up Cactus League play today against a team they'll see in interleague play in the regular season. Welcome to Cubs baseball here on WGN. Along with Jim DeShays, I'm Len Casper. The Cubs head to Fort Myers, Florida. They'll play the Red Sox Monday and Tuesday. Season starts Thursday in Miami, and I think everybody more than ready. Yeah, by all accounts, a very successful spring training. The club has stayed healthy. A couple of minor injuries. Zobrist was a little slow getting started. Baez had a little hamstring issue, but that's in the rearview mirror now. The pitching has been outstanding. A number of hitters have had very good springs. All signs point to a very good 2018 season. Kyle Hendricks will make his season debut on Friday night in Miami. He's put together a terrific spring. He's had a terrific career. Yeah, indeed he has. A master out there on the mound, really knows how to pitch. You look at the numbers, great career with the Chicago Cubs. Last year he had the tendonitis issue in his hand, set him back a little bit, but he had a 2.19 ERA in the second half. We expect more of the same from Hendricks this year. Ian Kennedy, a veteran right-hander, will start for the Royals. Ben Zobrist, the former Royal. Wilson Contreras also in the Cubs lineup. We'll see a lot of the Cubs prospects here today as well. Gorgeous weather in Arizona. The Cubs and the Royals coming up next. Join the team that enjoys responsibly. Budweiser reminds you to drink wiser. Ford inviting you to visit your local Ford store or buyfordnow.com. Xfinity has the largest gig speed network serving more homes than anyone else. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Choose Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, the card to carry through it all. Volkswagen. Visit your local Volkswagen dealer or VWDealer.com for the Volkswagen dealer near you. And by Southwest Airlines. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. And Chicago Cubs baseball in beautiful high definition is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity has the largest gig speed network serving more homes than anyone else. Big crowd on hand here as the Cubs wrap up the Cactus League. The Royals will head to Omaha tomorrow, and then they'll open on Thursday at home against the White Sox. By the way, JD, there's a 90% chance of rain in Omaha tomorrow. Oh, man. So they may not get that one in.
Omaha. Somewhere in middle America.
It is. It's also the AAA affiliate of the Royals. Now the Cubs Southwest starting lineup. Ben Zobrist, who has a World Series ring from both of these organizations, will lead off. Wilson Contreras has put together a huge spring. He'll bat second. And we'll see a lot of guys from the Cubs minor league system today. Steven Bruno, Jason Vossler, who homered last night. Bijan Rademacher is in right. Charcer Burks plays left. Winton Bernard is in center. Carlos Peñalver at short. And Kyle Hendricks, the pitcher, batting ninth.
The Kansas City's defensively, Alex Gordon, he's a really good one out there in left. Orlando plays center. Hey, the Chief Justice, you remember him. He's the right fielder here today. Cuthbert will play third. Escobar and Merrifield in the middle of the diamond. Former Met Lucas Ududa is your first sacker. And Salvador Perez, one of the best in the business, is behind the plate. Ian Kennedy, the veteran right-hander, will pitch for the Royals here this afternoon. He's coming off a bit of a rough year. He was 5-13 last year with a .538 earned run average. Gave up 34 home runs and 154 innings of work. Well, he's been around a long time. He's had a nice career, 91 and 92 with a 4.08. This is his third year toiling for the Royals.
Cubs at 18-11 and 3, 18-12 and 3. Won one, lost one yesterday. And the Royals 16-12 and 3. Marty Peavy, the Iowa Cubs manager, will manage this game. And more on Marty a little later. Jesus Feliciano at first. Chris Valleca coaching third. Here's Zobrist, the switch hitter. Another beautiful day here in AZ. And we're underway. First pitch strike from Kennedy. Into his motion, and the pitch is hit into deep right, and it's going to one-hop the fence. Zobrist on his way to second. He's got a double to start the ball game.
Well, apparently Zoe got hung up in traffic and was a little bit late arriving, but apparently it did not impact him at all as he steps up and rips this ball into the right field corner for a two-base hit.
Good start now. Wilson Contreras, 364 on the spring. I'm guessing it'll be a fairly short day for the two guys at the top of the order.
And Contreras will probably stay in as long as Hendricks is in.
And he pops it up and slams his bat to the dirt. He will move Zobrist to third. So Ben is there with one out. Let's get the umpiring crew. That's Roberto Ortiz back of the plate. Jordan Baker, Pat Hoberg, and Blake Felix are on the bases. We'll bring up Steven Bruno, who's playing second. He gets to bat third in a Cactus League lineup.
Got a chance to drive in a run here as the Royals pull the infield in. Halfway decent fly ball will get the job done. You'll see a lot of that from Ian Kennedy. He's a fly ball pitcher, doesn't get many outs on the ground. Work up in the zone with a fastball. He's always had a pretty good hook. Throws a cutter and a straight change as well.
Bruno, a career best 9 home runs last year at AAA Iowa, 96 games with 265.
7th round pick of the Cubs, 2012, out of the University of Virginia. So he probably took a little heat when the Cavs got beat by UMBC in the March Madness.
Absolutely. In the dirt, knocked down by Salvador Perez. Just underway. from Surprise. The Royals share this ballpark with the Texas Rangers.
I think the biggest surprise is that there's a ballpark here. It's a long way out here.
Well, there's actually a story related to that. Lined foul. You want to hear the story?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
The city of Surprise, we're about 45 minutes northwest of downtown Phoenix, was incorporated in 1960, but it started up in the late 30s. Surprise got its name from Flora Mae Statler, the founder, who said she'd be surprised if the town ever amounted to much. 2-2.
I wonder if it's a sister city with Normal, Illinois and Peculiar, Kansas.
And a base hit to right, and the Cubs have the early lead. Steven Bruno with an RBI single.
Justifying that spot in a 3-hole in the batting order. Cubs cash in the leadoff double by Zobrist. Not a bad pitch. It's down. It's off the plate away, and Bruno wisely goes the other way with it.
So Kennedy, who's been in the big leagues for a while, facing a lineup mainly of guys he's likely never seen before. Now Jason Vossler, the third baseman. And I've heard veteran pitchers, guys who are on rehab assignments, what have you, go down and they don't like facing minor league hitters. Why is that?
Well, one, you don't have a book on them, yeah, and a lot of minor league hitters, especially young ones, just kind of have a see it and swing approach. Now, looking at the numbers of a number of these Cub players here today, a lot of them are pretty patient hitters. They've just, displayed that throughout their minor league career. But yeah, you just don't know. You don't know how to attack them. You don't know if they're good fastball hitters, if they'll chase out of the zone late in the count. And they're all geeked up to be facing a big leaguer. And
the 0-1 to Vossler, misses 1 ball and 1 strike.
I think I told you the story of encounter I had with an A-ball club when I was pitching with the Astros. I was coming off shoulder surgery, and I pitched. It was like the first week of the regular season. I made a start against the A-ball club down in spring training, and it was low A. Man, these kids were all 19, 18, 19 years old, and they beat my brains in. And I walked by the dugout as I was heading to the clubhouse to shower, and I made some crack. I said, geez, could somebody just like pop one up maybe? And one guy came up to me and almost apologetically, I did. I popped up. It's like, I said, you're the only one.
Yeah, runner goes, swing and a miss. Throw to second, safe. And Bruno with an RBI hit, now a steal.
Perez has got a strong arm, but it's a little bit high on the shortstop side. And let's see. Oh.
No replay review in spring training. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Everybody is in. Rizzo, Bryant, Javi, Kyle. And the rest of the boys are getting ready, training for another shot at October Glory. Be part of it all season long at Wrigley Field, starting with opening day. A limited number of tickets are available for the home opener. That comes your way on Monday, April 9th. Act quickly. Get your tickets now at Cubs.com.
Bijan Rademacher with 2 outs, a run in. And looks at a strike.
I guess when reading that promo, we should say Kyle's, plural.
Right. Rademacher's had a fair amount of time with the big league club this spring.
Yeah, we've seen him the last couple of spring trainings. Career .285 hitter in the minor leagues, and he's one of those guys I was talking about. He's shown good patience, the ability to work a walk throughout his minor league career on-base percentage of .367. Doesn't hit for power. Batted .294 last year at AAA.
Now 2-1 on him.
Well, most scouts would probably say with a guy like Bijan, the ceiling is extra man, pinch hitter, fourth outfield type. There's lots of guys like that in the minor leagues that, have the strong hit tool, but they don't hit for power. They don't have a lot of speed. Playing at AA Nashville way back in 1984, and we had a player on our team by the name of Pete Delana. He could really hit, but that's all he could do. He didn't hit for power, couldn't run a lick. Looked like a caveman. We called him the troglodyte. And Jim Marshall was our manager.
Did he like that nickname?
Yeah, he was all over it. And Jim said to him, one of these days you got a chance to be a big league pinch hitter. And we thought it was like an insult, but that was true. That was his skill set. And he got to the big leagues to just a little bit with Cleveland.
Well, that's the thing. Charcer Burks on deck. About a lot of the minor league guys we've seen in camp this spring. Nobody's going to be pushing a big league everyday player on this roster for a spot, but a guy like David Bodie, we could see him in the big leagues for a couple of weeks if there's an injury at the big league level. And I think the number one thing is you got to catch the ball, right? That's kind of the first thing. Versatility helps as well, the ability to play more than one position.
Right, and that can be a difference maker for a young player trying to get to the big leagues. Once you establish, okay, I don't have enough power, I don't have enough speed. Well, can I prove to the organization that I can play multiple positions, and maybe that will be my path.
Now Burks playing left field. Cubs lead 1-0 here in the opening inning. Kennedy already over 20 pitches made and a strike called. Burks born in Houston, 9th round pick, 2013. Career on base of .359 over 5 minor league seasons. 0-2. Have you noticed what's going on this inning?
No, not really.
The first two guys did what?
Swung early, yeah.
And everybody sits.
The kids,
are grinding.
Yeah.
1 and 2.
Yeah, and that's different priorities for the younger guys. They're in no hurry to get out of this major league exhibition game.
And Burks went around. That's strike 3. Cubs get a run. They strand a couple. Half an inning in the books. Cubs 1. Royals coming up against Kyle Hendricks.
Loss is not something
The Royals averaging 7.5 runs over their last 13 games, hitting .326 as a club. Former Cub John Jay will lead it off. Mike Moustakas the DH. Both these guys signed pretty late. Whit Merrifield's at second. Perez a catcher. Lucas Duda at first. Chesler Cuthbert plays third base. Paulo Orlando's in center. Alex Gordon coming off a very rough year offensively. And Alcides Escobar also returning to the Royals. He'll hit now.
Cubs defensively, outfield alignment of Burks, Bernard, and Bijan Rodemaker. Infield, Vossler, Peñalver, Bruno Zobris. That's another look at first base. Contreras behind the plate. And our Blue Cross Blue Shield pitcher is Kyle Hendricks. Choose Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, the card to carry through it all.
86 on the fastball and a strike on his former teammate John Jay.
24 starts last year, 7-5 with a 3.03. So he missed about 8 starts with tendonitis in the hand. And as I mentioned in our open, outstanding work after the break.
Hit pretty well to left, but it's Burks to one-hand it.
On a piece of Cubs history as part of the Cubs' ongoing effort to restore and modernize Wrigley Field, several sections of seats have been or will be removed. These seats are now available to purchase in sets of 2. Visit Cubs.com/seat sale for more information.
Mike Moustakas, who had a very strange offseason, and he takes a strike. This is his 8th game since re-signing earlier this month. As we know, a very soft free agent market. He set a Royals club record with 38 home runs last year. He then turned down their qualifying offer of $17.4 million. Hit the market. Did not get an offer to his liking, so he's back on a deal that basically will pay him a guaranteed $5.5 million plus another $1 million guaranteed as a buyout on a mutual option for next year. If he hits every incentive, he'll basically match his salary from last year. So how about you hit free agency after 38 home runs and you're not going to get a raise?
Yeah, obviously there are other parts of his game that clubs aren't all that enamored with. He's not a patient hitter. But still, yeah, that's he had every reason to think he was going to cash in this winter.
He's handled it well and said, I'm here. I'm sure he'll be asked a lot about that situation, but there's nothing he can do about it now. But got to put together another big year. Whit Merrifield, the batter. Merrifield hitting .480 this spring, but one of the balls he hit hard ended up fracturing Madison Bumgarner's left pinky. Two balls, no strikes.
Yeah, had a breakout year last year. 19 home runs, 34 steals, 288.
That led the league.
Yeah, he and Jose Altuve, the only 2 players with at least 15 home runs and 30 steals last year. He's not a kid. Last year was his first full year, but he's 29.
Yeah, he as he walks, that's the first walk issued by Kyle Hendricks this spring. Might as well get one out of the way.
It's a strike anyway, so it's not your fault, Kyle.
Yeah, Merrifield kind of had become an organizational guy, and that is not high praise in our industry, right? Once you're considered an organizational guy, you are no longer a prospect. There's kind of a pejorative around that, right? Like,
yeah,
good guy to have around, but and for him to then have the year he had last year, that's really impressive.
Establish himself as a bona fide big league player.
Popped up by Perez. Zobrist circling, and he's got it. So Hendricks didn't go 1-2-3, but just about. And the Cubs lead 1-0 after 1. Make sure you check out the Cubs blog at WGNTV.com. It's presented by Nationwide's Jeff Vukovich. Go to jeffvuk.com or follow him on social media. Nationwide is on your side. Cubs lead 1-0. Winton Bernard against Ian Kennedy here in the second.
He's a little bit Winton Marsalis, a little bit Marvin Bernard.
Cubs made Kennedy work in the first inning. 2011, he went 21-4. He led the majors in winning percentage, had a .288, 222 innings. And he finished 4th in the Cy Young voting. Because Clayton Kershaw, Roy Halladay, and Cliff Lee had years that were deemed better. Those guys all went over 230 innings with a sub 250. Called strike 3. Fergie's friends. Pete Lecoq, Bobby Dernier, Willie Wilson signing autographs here in Surprise for the Fergie Jenkins Foundation. And he's had a really good group this spring. Guys out chatting and signing. We've seen Lee Smith, Raleigh Fingers.
I think Andre Dawson may have taken a turn out there as well.
Hawk has done it too, yeah. Carlos Peñalver swings and misses, nothing in 2. Peñalver from Venezuela, 23 years old. 7 seasons in the Cubs system. And a ground ball into right, and a base hit. I'm just going to say, and we've seen Carlos the last couple of springs on occasion. So I've seen him play defense, but if you just looked at his career offensive numbers,
yeah,
you would know that he's a good defender, because the offensive numbers are not good. And we were going back to the conversation we had earlier. You know, if you just looked at the offense, you'd say probably doesn't have a chance, but he can pick it. And a strike on Hendricks.
Yeah, and obviously if you play a premium position and play it very well, you can live with less offense. And the hope is with more professional at-bats, maybe get a little bigger, a little stronger, and the bat comes around a little bit.
Hendricks showed bunt, takes a strike. Well, a guy who can relate is Jesus Feliciano. He's the first base coach today and the hitting coach at AA Tennessee. Jesus had a cup of coffee as an outfielder with the Mets in 2010, 54 games. But he played this game for 16 years. And almost all of it at the minor league level. 1,621 minor league games. So in terms of perseverance, with Carlos Peñalver saying, man, I've been doing this a long time and still waiting, Jesus can say, well, I waited twice as long before I got my shot. And, he's moving up the system pretty quickly, Feliciano. Charged by Cuthbert. And he'll get Hendricks at first. Jesus had managed in Eugene. They won the league championship 2 years ago and finished as the runner-up last year. Zobrist with 2 outs. I think the other thing, JD, that happens no matter how long it takes to get to the big leagues, and you say to yourself, I want to wear the big league uniform. I want to say I was a major leaguer. And then you get there, and what happens? It's not enough because you realize how great it is.
Yeah.
And you get real greedy.
Yeah. Sure, and that's human nature, and that's the nature of a competitor. You want to first get there and then prove everybody wrong that you can play at that level. But yeah, but years down the road for that kind of guy who spent so many years, so much time in the minor leagues, just to be able to say, to flash the back of that baseball card and say, yeah, I got there for a little bit. I've read media guides over the years, different players' bios, and every now and then you'll read had 2 major league spring trainings. I mean, that matters to guys. And
absolutely. Zobrist started the game with a double and scored on the Bruno base hit.
Be like, I didn't get into Harvard, but I was waitlisted.
So Ben reaches yet again. A scary moment for the Royals last night. Their opening day starter, Danny Duffy, had to leave with some shoulder tightness. He kind of downplayed the whole thing and thinks he's going to be good to go on Thursday. I guess he was going to test the shoulder today.
Kennedy will be second man out of the chute for the Royals. Royals didn't do anything particularly well last year. They were near the bottom of the league in runs scored and ERA. It's Duffy, Kennedy, Hamill, the veterans in the rotation. There's been a steady stream of ex-Cubs passing through Kansas City the last couple of years. Travis Wood was here. Trevor Cahill. Soler, of course, is still here.
Now John Jay.
Jason Hamill.
Dale Swaim is the bench coach.
See the note to where is it Jim Caviezel? Is that his name? The actor?
Yeah.
He's in The Passion of the Christ.
Yeah, he was here.
Yeah, he got in the team picture posing as Dale Swaim.
He did, and they're going to Photoshop Dale's face. I guess there was a day he wasn't here. One and 2 on Wilson Contreras.
Ticked it.
Yeah, you used to hear stories about guys getting fined for taking walks on the final day of spring training. Swing and a miss. So Kennedy gets Contreras. It's his 4th strikeout Cubs stranded pair. They lead early 1-0.
Hi, I'm Ben Utek. I played high school, college,
free agents were all going to leave, but only 2 ended up leaving. Hosmer and Kane. Escobar and Moustakas re-signed. That's in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike.
It's amazing how quickly things can change, though, right? This is a World Series winner in 2015. And I don't think they're going to win a lot of baseball games this year.
Well, they had their window, right? And they went to the World Series in consecutive years and ended up winning it. Three and 1 the count. That's ball 4.
It's always been part of Duda's game. He doesn't hit for average, but plenty of power, and he'll take his walks.
Now Cuthbert, who was expected to get most of the time at third before they brought Moustakas back. So he'll see some DH time. How about 2? And the Cubs turn it.
Professor needed a ground ball. He's really good at inducing ground balls, and that one was just a tailor-made double play ball. Had some pace on it.
So Peñalver teaming up with Bruno, and 2 outs.
So Hendricks with that 2.19 post All-Star break ERA last year. That was second best to Steven Strasburg, who went on an unbelievable roll. I think Strasburg was below 1.
Paulo Orlando playing center. Hendricks did not walk a batter all spring until today. He has walked 2, and he's 3-0 on Orlando. Make it 3-1. Backhanded Peñalver.
He is smooth.
Yep. No runs, nobody left. 1-0 Cubs at the end of 2.
offer baseball summer camps presented by ATI Physical Therapy and Ideal Industries. Young sluggers ages 5 to 13 have the chance to suit up in Cubs gear, meet a current Cub player during a VIP Wrigley Field visit, and receive top-notch baseball instruction. Enroll now at any of the 8 Chicagoland locations. Cubs.com/kids for more information.
Foul strike on Bruno. RBI single and a stolen base in the first inning. The pitch is high from Ian Kennedy. Kennedy, a product of USC, where he played with Lucas Duda. Missed again.
USC, man, that program's turned out a lot of players over the years. Big unit, right? The USC guy. Tom Seaver, a little bit of time there. Freddie Lynn.
Bounce to the shortstop, Escobar. Don Sutton. Bill Buckner.
Yeah, Don Sutton, I think he went to school. I don't think he played ball there, though. Memory serves me. I remember seeing that before.
The Boone brothers, Brett and Aaron, Mark McGuire, Dave Kingman. Yeah.
Rod Data was the legendary coach there for many years. Bossler led the AA Tennessee Smokies last year with 21 home runs and 81 driven in. Flashed some power that he had exhibited in prior seasons. He may be on the rise. See that with a lot of young hitters. Contact skills pretty good, but as they get more professional at bats, get a little bigger and stronger, they learn to drive the ball more. I'm talking earlier about that organizational player label you can put on a guy. A spike in power for a young hitter, all of a sudden you could turn him into a prospect, a guy who scouts will start to take a little more seriously.
Yeah, when I think of the term organizational player, I think of the story of Mike Redmond, the former big league catcher. There was a point, I think he got to AA, called strike 3 with the Marlins. And at one point they said, hey, would you maybe want to consider being a coach? And he said, I think I'm still going to try to play.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like the guy who's been with you for 4 or 5 years in your system, and you're just not sure he's going to get to the big leagues, and then you offer him another position.
Yeah, and usually when that label organizational player, you're pretty well convinced he's not going to get to the big leagues or not really be going to be able to contribute for any length of time. But it's a guy, maybe a real slick fielder that you move up and down between AA and AAA. Maybe he's a backup one place, start somewhere else, just wherever there's a need. Typically, they're good guys and aren't going to create issues in the clubhouse.
One strike serve is a little high. Rademacher, who walked in the first. A huge but pretty subdued Sunday afternoon crowd here in Surprise.
You know, there's an indie rock band from Fresno called Rademacher.
Really?
Yeah.
But check it out.
Bijan was born in Santa Ana, California.
A roller to Merrifield. Kennedy with his first 1-2-3. Still 1-0 Cubs in the third.
So they say it's a man's world?
Show your team pride with Cubs checking and an official Cubs MasterCard debit card, only available at your local Wintrust Community Bank. Go to wintrust.com/Cubs to learn more. Member FDIC. Alex Gordon taps foul. I'm going to ask you an unfair question because you have not been watching his at-bats this spring. But Gordon had the lowest OPS among all qualifiers last year, 608. His batting average was 208. And this spring he's 7 out of 54. That's a 130 average. Do you worry about a spring average?
Yes.
After a bad year?
Yeah, because it's been a trend. It's been a couple bad years. He's been in decline for a couple years now. He's 34. So it's the point of guy's career where you could see that being a trend that he's not able to turn around. And they owe him $40 million over the next 2 seasons. And he's a tremendous defender, but he's a corner outfielder, and you've just got to get more production.
Hit 220 the year before. Terrific defender in the outfield, but you're right. You got to get more with the bat. Called strike 3. Big year for him. It's a big year for Jorge Soler, the former Cub. Got him from Wade Davis last offseason.
Yeah. Contreras tugged that one back a little bit and was able to convince the home plate umpire, Ortiz, that it was a strike. The professor, very good at working the edges. The one thing that surprises hitters about Kyle is every now and then he'll elevate. You know, he's always looking down against Hendricks with that sinking fastball. There's a good little get-over curveball that he features. He's been playing around with his curveball grip this spring.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 on Escobar.
Kyle at his best when he's throwing 86-ish, 87 miles per hour with sink.
Back-to-back Ks.
About get over curveball, nasty change up to fool him, and then little paint on the corner to put him away. That's a clinic.
Jay with a soft liner and a base hit. That ball died right in front of Rademacher. Is that what Hawk calls the Kansas City special?
That might be a Kansas City special right there.
That's
okay, they work on
the
that.
definition.
Jay's new here, but he's little humpback liner.
Well, that was the narrative, right, during their big 2-year run to the World Series, was they didn't strike out a lot, made a lot of contact, hit for average, and it was kind of against what a lot of other teams were preaching.
Yeah, kind of anti-Moneyball. They weren't grinding out at-bats and drawing a lot of walks, but they weren't striking out. They were athletic. You know, they take extra bases, hit for high average.
Something happened with Contreras. I'm not sure if Moustakas caught him with the bat or something, but he apologized very quickly to Wilson and backed out of the box to make sure he was all right.
Jay, let's see if we can see what happened here.
Oh, we got in his way? I see. He hit him with his hand on a follow-through. Got it. Moose, you didn't really need to apologize. He didn't do anything. But he's a nice guy, right?
Never met a bad Moose. Moose scouring.
1-0 Cubs.
Mr. Moose.
Moose Mosage. Royals nothing. Cubs batting in the 4th. As Kerry Muscat has stopped by the booth. Covers the Cubs for MLB.com. Final day of the Cactus League. Charcer Burks takes ball 1. So it's you've been here for a long time, a couple of months.
February 2nd.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is the kind of moment where everyone's like, let's play for real.
Right, right. But what's interesting is that this camp has such a different vibe than any camp I've been in, and we're talking about it with Joe Madden this morning a little bit. You know, 2015 it was what is Joe going to do? You know, no one knew what he was going to, all the tricks and everything like that. 2016 it was it's like, okay, hey, they did really well in 15. What are they going to do to follow that? 26, so then 2017, it's like, okay, how do you deal with the World Series hangover? And now this year, there's just been so much energy, and it's just been so cool to watch the guys. They get their work done. They have fun. I hate to parroting Madden a little bit, but it's just been amazing to watch that and watch how the guys are getting everything done. Sure, you look at the lineup, it's a pretty solid lineup, great rotation. And then I think the guys all know that and they feel really good. And I also think they're ticked off at the way last year ended and they want to do better.
Well said. 3-2 on Charcer Burks.
Okay, so I can go.
Line shot to right.
Not so fast, young lady.
Caught by Jay. So
well, I'm the only Chicago writer that made the trip, so I figure that's process of elimination.
Here's your projected opening day lineup, and there are a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
Got to get Almora and Zobrist in there on occasion.
Yeah.
But Ian Happ likely will be the leadoff man, and Joe likes to go generally left, right, right. But as you say, that's a pretty deep lineup.
Yeah. And Happ, when we were talking to Joe this morning, he mentioned that Happ came to camp and wanted that leadoff job. And that's a really cool thing. You know, a lot of players might say, well, I want to be the second baseman. I want to be, he wanted the leadoff job. And he hit his 7th home run last night, which he pointed out to me this morning. I was not there to see. I'm sorry, Ian, but split squad.
Well, that was the biggest thing the first 2 weeks of spring training was who's going to hit leadoff, and that story kind of went away because of the spring Happ had.
Yeah. And one of the things I asked Joe.
Broken bat floater, and it's Gordon to make the catch.
One of the things I asked Joe this morning was whether we'll see Happ at second base, and he said no, he's pretty much a center. And actually, if you think about it, in spring we haven't seen him at second at all. So
no, especially with Baez, kind of commanding everyday status over there now, being such a good defender, and obviously Zoe will play there a little bit. You got to keep him in the mix. But
we actually, JD, saw Almora in right one day with Happ in center.
Right.
So I think Joe really wants to keep Happ
in the
focused on learning that center field position.
And he's again said he did that because he didn't want it to be a surprise. Like if he puts him out there on May 23rd, he doesn't want that to be a total surprise.
Right.
So I wanted to make sure he saw. But I just remember when I first had a long talk with Ian Happ, he had just spent a ton of time at second base working with the infield coaches, and that's where they were grooming him for. So to see how he's emerged in center is really cool.
Bounce toward the middle. Backhanded play, Merrifield, and tried to flip it to Escobar. All right, JD and Kerry, over under on how many games Chris Bryant plays in the outfield?
I'd say 0.
You don't think he'll play out there at all?
No.
See, every year I ask Chris about it, and he basically says, I haven't really played out there, but Joe finds a way.
Yeah.
I bet he'll play half a dozen, just to make an appearance.
Not a funky extra inning game and you're moving people around, or like a legitimate start in the outfield.
All right, let's say starts.
Ooh.
Will you make any starts in the outfield?
I'm still going to say 0.
You're saying 0.
Yeah.
Stick with that. That's okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to go with 3.
Okay.
I'll take the under.
Okay.
Gives me 2 and 1.
1.5. Yeah.
Will Kyle Schwarber catch an inning or 2 this year?
I know he'd like to, but I have a feeling that he'll probably be more primarily left
only in
field.
Emergency
guy.
something funky happens.
The nicest thing for me to see is that he doesn't have to wear that brace. And that's, anybody who's seen him run at all this spring can see how much, not just the weight loss, but he doesn't have to wear that brace, which was like an extra 20 pounds. So that's really helped him in terms of movement.
What Cub pitcher will get the most hits this year?
I'll tell you, Yu Darvish looks like he can swing the bat.
Yes.
Chatwood's got a little game too.
I kind of like Chatwood. Used to be a shortstop. He and Hendricks were on the same travel team in high school, so I kind of like Chatwood as a pick. Darvish, though, so he throws left-handed and he hits left-handed too sometimes. But he told me the other day that was because he had a sore thumb or something, and that's why he does it.
2-2 the count on Kyle Hendricks.
No switch hitting though for you. Ouch. Don't do that.
Is that Mark Johnson over there?
No. Didn't even flinch. Nerves of steel.
Here's your projected, and more than projected.
We can take projected off.
They've already said this is the rotation.
Yeah, that's pretty.
All have had really good springs too.
Think about it. You got 3 opening day starters in that group. I mean, Hendricks could be an opening day starter. Chatwood's no no slump either. So I mean, it's a good group.
Yeah, the depth of the rotation. It's,
and really the only question with this team, and I'm sure that keeps Theo and Jed up at night, maybe, is the depth beyond that.
Right.
You've got Mike Montgomery. What do you do beyond that? So that was one of the things they wanted to do in spring training, was look at a lot of guys. So we'll see.
Yeah, so guys internally, and then this time of year too with waiver wires. Right. Some veteran guys get cut loose, and maybe you can pick them up, sign them to a minor league deal, put them down to AAA with the idea, look, we're going to give you an out clause. If we haven't called you up by June 1 or whatever, you're free to become a free agent, and we'll provide a little extra coverage down there.
Hendricks giving Kennedy a good battle here until now as he swings and misses. Kerry, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you in Miami.
Careful of the bees over there.
Yeah, I know.
Bees over there.
Yeah, when your camera guys show those, look out.
Cubs lead 1-0. Why is this? Nothing Cubs lead. Royals will bat here in the 4th inning. Yeah, I admire the bees, but I really don't want them in our booth today.
Yeah, they're focusing on something over there, and I don't know that shot did it justice based on Kerry's description. It's kind of hard to see, but it's kind of menacing over there.
Swing and a miss by Merrifield.
Ryder probably left a box of donuts or something half eaten. Pretty. Kyle's last outing came in a minor league situation where he pitched live against minor league hitters, I guess. He had strep throat, so he did not pitch in the scheduled game that day.
Golfed into center, and Bernard on the move makes the catch.
Well, are you in charge of planning your next social gathering? Plan a day or evening at Wrigley Field. Enjoy special perks only available inside the ballpark. The Cubs offer special ticket packages for groups of 15 or more. Visit Cubs.com/groups. Great way to enjoy the ballpark.
Harris takes low. He has been efficient so far for Kyle. 4th inning and hasn't yet made 40 pitches. Fastball sitting at around 86 today.
rarely misses over the heart of the plate when you watch him pitch. If he's trying to go in, if he misses, it's usually in off the plate. Likewise, when he goes away.
Softly bounced to third. Vossler will make the play. Kyle got married over the winter. His wife Emma. He tweaked the grip on his curveball, working with his new pitching coach Jim Hickey. I guess he's taken the index finger off the ball. Low on Duda.
So we talk a lot about the spike curveball, and that's essentially what that does. Just pull the finger back to get it out of the way. Pull with the middle finger.
The family-friendly term is second digit.
Tall man. I think tall man is what the kids used to call it.
3-0. Always works with a good pace. And here's his 3-1. Pop up. Cubs were shifting toward the right. Vossler makes the grab, and that's a quick 1-2-3 for Hendricks. 1-zip Cubs. Cubs lead. The Royals held to just one hit through 4 innings. Kyle Hendricks may be done for the day and for the spring, as there is action in the bullpen. I believe that's Rod Nichols, one of the Cubs minor league pitching coaches.
Maybe talking about that new curveball grip he's employing.
Yeah, you're always thinking the game, right? Just little tweaks. Never quite a finished product.
Whoop. Sniper. Yeah, you're never so good that you can't get better. On his heel of his front foot. Landing leg.
Zobrist smacks one into right. He's going to try for 2, and he's going to make it. Three reaches, 2 doubles, and a walk for Ben Zobrist after dealing with some traffic issues. Funny how that works.
Yeah, just
show
like
up and play.
Like he's playing Legion ball. Just show up. He didn't even break stride. He got here, walked into the dugout, grabbed his hat and helmet, went up there and hit a double to start the ball game. Since then, he's walked and now doubled again. He does a nice job cutting it off, but John does not have much of an arm out there. So this gets the second leadoff double of the day.
And Perez took the worst of that foul ball.
Got him with the bat on the follow through too.
Jay makes the catch and Zobrist will hold. Time now for the Giga Time high-speed replay powered by Xfinity. Steven Bruno in the first inning.
And watch where that pitch is. It's off the plate away, and he just stays on it, pings it to right. Good solid approach.
Giga Time high-speed replay is powered by Xfinity. Low for ball 1. I asked you last night if you had heard about Jake Arrieta and when he may make his debut. He will make his Philly debut on April 8th against Miami in Philadelphia. That was announced by Gabe Kapler yesterday.
Phillies are a club to keep your eye on.
I agree.
You know, they're getting good in a hurry.
And they used to be pretty old school. That's changed. They're doing lots of funky shifting, and they have a sabermetrically inclined manager in Kapler.
Oh yeah, very new age in his thinking in the sabermetrics, and some good stories this spring from a couple people who've been around the Phillies camp a little bit. They, Charlie Manuel and Larry Bow are both there, visiting instructors, and they were kind of blown away by Gabe's approach.
1 and 2. I mean, ideally, it doesn't always happen this way, but with people who have different philosophies and are on kind of opposite ends of the spectrum, that you learn some things, right, from each side. That's how it's supposed to work.
Theoretically, yeah. If you're open-minded enough.
Called strike 3.
Well, this one very much borderline. See, Perez yanked that glove up about 6 inches.
I hope Howard Johnson is okay. Now a Rangers minor league coach. Hojo got hit in the face by a liner this weekend.
He had multiple fractures in the cheekbone, just below the eye.
Well, I've never understood, well, especially now, these parks are so small. Foul territory is tiny. They added those batting practice screens in front of the chairs outside the dugouts after an incident last year. Jose Alguacil, a Giants coach, got hit in the face by a foul ball. And Desi Wilson sitting over there. He has no chance if that screen's not there, even if he sees the ball coming. What are they, 40 feet away from home plate?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's a neat idea. I've never seen that before. The screen's out.
I mean, would you feel comfortable sitting on the field with no screen right now?
Right now, no.
Wouldn't either.
30 years ago, maybe.
1-0 Cubs from Surprise.
The Food Lover.
Cubs baseball is brought to you by Budweiser. Join the team that enjoys responsibly. Budweiser reminds you to drink wiser. Solid outing for Kyle Hendricks today. He did walk a couple of guys, but only gave up one hit, had a couple of strikeouts, and did not allow a run. He's ready for the regular season. This is Anthony Bass.
He's like boiled ham. He's always ready.
P.J. Higgins now catching. I mean, that's where we get to this point with Kyle Hendricks. He did walk a couple. dot.
Yeah, what was going on? Spring training numbers for Bass are good. Signed to a minor league deal with an invite to camp. Performed well.
And still on the spring roster.
131 major league games for Bass in his career. Last year, most of the season with AAA Round Rock.
That was a foul ball.
Round Rock, a AAA affiliate of the Texas Rangers.
It was a rock bass.
It was a rock bass. Seen him with the Padres before as a big leaguer. San Diego picked him in the 5th round of the 08 draft out of Wayne State University in Detroit.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3 to get Cuthbert.
You learn something new every day. I did not know that Wayne State University was in Detroit.
You didn't?
No.
It's also where Oakland University is too. And the University of Detroit Mercy. You know the nickname for Wayne State?
The Manners, the Wayne Manners.
You're
No?
all over it. The Warriors.
Wayne Warriors. How about the Wayne Messiers? Messers. The Wayne Messers.
Wayne Messmers. Yes.
Sorry, Wayne. Okay. My brain going in too many different directions here.
Oh, we need the games to count. Here's Alex Gordon.
Wayne's going to sing the anthem on opening day and shoot a dirty look in my direction. Somehow I got Mark Messier in my brain. And he can't sing a lick.
High for a ball. 2-0. Well, when he came up, Alex Gordon had the tag of the next George Brett? Question mark. It didn't work out really at first.
Yeah, then there was talk of him being a bust, right?
He was a second overall pick behind Justin Upton in 2005. And eventually moved to the outfield. Coincidentally or ironically,
Yeah.
he has a brother named Brett. Who's named after a Hall of
George?
Famer.
Yeah. You know, we were talking about their World Series team, that core they had together, and we talked about the offensive approach. The line drive hitters didn't strike out. But the other piece of it was they're very good defensively, too, that group.
Yes. And the three-headed monster at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Right? Herrera, Davis, and Holland.
Yeah, it was
Modern nasty boys.
kind of fun to watch from afar. As, you know, Ned Yost, man, for a couple of years, they were screaming for his head. Then he won a World Series, and now he's golden in Kansas City. We will be there in June.
Ned's happy to be alive. He had a brutal accident on his property in the offseason. He fell out of a tree blind. Gordon draws the walk.
Tree blind or tree comma blind?
Tree blind. A hunting stand, I guess, on his farm. Fractured his pelvis and 4 ribs. And he fell about 20 feet. Fortunately, he had his cell phone with him. If he didn't, it would have been really bad. Wow. I think he was able to call the authorities, and his wife was able to tell them where he was. And as that ball is caught, and the inning comes to an end. 1-0 Cubs in the final Cactus League game of 2018.
I rescued
Wholesale line change now. Well, the Royals 1-0 Cubs. They'll bat here in the 6th inning.
New pitcher is a big right-hander with a lot of hair by the name of Burch, B-U-R-C-H Smith. Season 5-3 with a 240 in 13 minor league games. He has not pitched in the big league since a stint with the Padres in 2013.
I think pretty much everybody else is new on the field for Kansas City. A new catcher. There's a familiar face. Jorge Soler now in left. Nick Dini is now catching. We will likely introduce the rest of the newcomers on defense when the ball is hitting their direction.
Ooh, that little hair on that one. 96.
Rademacher strikes out.
And Mr. Smith, he must have been hurt. I don't see any numbers for him for 2015 and 2016. He was a Rule 5 draft pick by the Mets and then traded along to the Royals for cash considerations this offseason.
Burks 0 for 2. Line to right his last time up. 98 that time from Smith. He's got a live arm.
Yeah, he's letting it eat, as they say. Not fooling around, just reaching back and letting it fly. And see whether the Royals will take a shot on him as a Rule 5 guy to give him a chance in their bullpen with that arm. There's an off-speed pitch.
It goes 98 to 78. Oof. 2 strikeouts for Smith.
Starting with that good heat, comes back with a couple real nice breaking balls. 4 punch outs in a row recorded by Royals pitching.
Nothing on Bernard.
Bernard's 27. He played AAA at Sacramento last year. Been a high average hitter throughout his minor league career. Signed out of Niagara University in Western New York.
See, I thought that was in Detroit.
It's the other one. Niagara, they've had a good basketball program there over the years. Calvin Murphy played at Niagara.
A great free throw shooter. Right?
I don't think of them as a baseball school, although back in the day, years and years ago, they turned out a fair number of big leaguers, but not since 1958 has there been a major leaguer from Niagara University, and that was Sal Magley, the barber.
Being reported Peter Borges has signed a major league deal with the Braves. Saw Peter a couple of days ago tweaked a hammy, got taken out of the game, and then Cubs basically going to let him look around, try to hook on with another club. So after a really nice spring, it looks like he has found a home with the Braves. Ken Rosenthal reporting that.
Adam Wainwright will start the year on the disabled list. He's dealing with a hamstring injury.
Two-out walk to Bernard.
Clark's Crew is the official kids club of the Chicago Cubs. Team up with Clark as a member of his crew and receive kid-specific perks, events, experiences, and merchandise. Clark's crew members even receive priority access to Kids Sunday's Run the Bases. Visit Cubs.com/kids to sign up your young Cubs, and they can be part of the fun all season long.
Peñalver is 2 for 2. Throw to first, and they're going to get him. Bernard got too far off short. And Dini, from back of the plate, picks him off. Still 1-zip Cubs in the 6th.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He knows he's a pretty big deal. How could you not love him?
Cubs 1, Royals nothing. On just one hit. One of the split squads last night. The game we called in Mesa, the Cubs shut out the Rockies 3-0 on 3 hits. As you see the spring stats for left-hander Randy Rosario. Facing Brandon Downs to lead it off. Downs is now in right.
Rosario was a waiver claim from the Twins organization this winter by the Cubs, who had pitched primarily as a starter throughout his career in the Twins organization, but worked out of the bullpen a little bit for them last year and showed a little extra jump on the fastball as a bullpenner. Been pretty impressive this spring. That one clocked at 93 miles per hour. He's 23 years of age. Would not be surprised to see him log a little big league time this year.
Downs, a 7th-round pick out of the University of Virginia, 2014.
Know what his nickname is?
What's up?
Churchill. I wonder if he was a teammate of Bruno's at UVA. What year did you say?
14. Deep to left. Burks is back on it, and it's going to one-hop the wall. And Downs has their 2nd hit and first extra base knock.
Well, trying to go down and in with a slider, and it was not down enough and certainly not in enough. And Downs put a good swing on it. So let's see if Rosario can work around this leadoff double.
Adalberto Mondesi. That's actually his middle name. He's the son of Raul Mondesi, and he bunts toward third, and it's a good one. Bossler's throw late. So the Royals have runners at the corners with nobody out.
Raul Mondesi Sr. had a real nice career, was a slugger. The younger version, more of a speed player, and put down a dandy of a bunt. That's a good play there. In a one-run ball game, because even if they make a great play and throw you out, you're still going to move that runner along to third base.
Mondesi, by the way, made his big league debut in the World Series 2015. Ryan Goins. What was that?
Not sure. Nobody is. He's not for sure. I'm going to bunt. I'm not going to bunt. Is there a squeeze on? No, there wasn't. Maybe missed a sign.
Swing and a miss. Goins appeared in 143 games for the Blue Jays last season. Career high 9 home runs. This should tie it up. Bernard's got it. Downs will score. Sacrifice fly for Goins. And it's 1-1. Nick Dini, D-I-N-I.
Who?
Nick Dini.
Oh. I was trying to get you to say Houdini, but
okay.
Couldn't really get you there.
No, you couldn't. They dropped the ball. Went to Wagner College. One ball, no strikes. 1-1 tie, 6th inning. Runner takes off, hit and run, and Dini fouls it away.
Three minor league seasons, a .308 career average for Nick Dini.
Who?
Houdini.
There, we got it on the second try. Toward the middle. Drop, but nice recovery by Peñalver. 6-3 double play. Royals tie it 1-1 as we head to the 7th. for our Bud Fan Cam, brought to you by Budweiser. The Eagles already gone. 1-1 seventh inning. Birch Smith still working for KC. And Yalver fouls back. He's started a couple of double plays on defense. 2 hits at the plate.
Good day for Carlos. He's clearly not a one-trick pony. Saw that good gas early, but he's shown a number of good breaking balls as well.
By the way, did you know we are 136 miles from Winslow, Arizona?
No, but I was thinking of Winslow with the Eagles playing there. I've never been through there.
Can't say I have either. Foul tip, strike 3.
Check out the variety of luxury premier options that Wrigley Field has to offer for your next client, corporate, or family function. Like the Budweiser patio located in prime home run territory down the right field line. Visit Cubs.com/premier for an option that fits your needs.
And they have a sign there that says standing on the corner.
There's a statue there too.
Trey Martin.
Statue of Jackson Brown. He penned that song. I did not know that. Keep on. Turn that dial up, boys.
4 strikeouts for Smith since he came in to start the 6th inning. Says P.J. Higgins now doing the catching.
You tell when a guy's feeling it out there, man. He does not take his eyes off the mitt. As soon as he gets the ball, he's right back on top of the rubber, peering in. And let's get it on.
Higgins, 12th rounder, 2015, out of Old Dominion. Last year at Myrtle Beach, 98 games at 237. Glad we don't have Dylan Maples against Birch Smith today.
Yeah, we could put together our all-tree team. Well, he's a U, but yeah, we definitely make that play. There had to have been a guy named Spruce somewhere down the line.
Yeah, they all have to play in Oakland. Ooh, he just struck out the side. Stretch time from Surprise, 1-1.
Hamilton was adopted from a
Back. Cub fans, join the Cubs season ticket holder waiting list. Do it today. Claim your spot in our lineup for season tickets. It's easy. It's free to register. For details, visit Cubs.com/waiting list.
Frank Schwindel leading off the Kansas City seventh. He hit a ninth inning, 2-out, game-tying, 2-run homer. He was 1 for 20 on March 12th. Schwindel has gone 14 for his last 19. That is a .737 batting average. And he's going to make an out here. One down. Alex Liddy. Liddy is from Italy.
No way. That's cool.
He is the first major league player ever born and raised in Italy. He hasn't been in the big leagues in a while. 2013 was Seattle.
I don't remember him.
Pretty sure WBC teammate of Anthony Rizzo.
Makes sense.
Team Italy.
Yeah, he had a little time in each of 11, 12, and 13 with the Mariners.
Bounces one toward the middle. Surrounded by Bruno, and the throw will get him.
He had a little cup of grappa with the Mariners.
Tyler Collins with 2 outs, nobody aboard. Former Tiger. Wind blowing out. We have not seen a home run to this point. Cubs got a run in the first inning. Royals tied it on a sac fly in the 6th. Peñalver has been smooth all day. Off to the 8th. Cubs won. Royals won.
Ball game here as we head to the 8th inning. Time now to take a look at our 4 drives of the game. And fittingly, it's Ben Zobrist, who was hung up in traffic on his way to the ballpark today. Got here just in the nick of the time to do that, leading off the ball game. And third time up in the 5th inning. Why not do it again? 2 doubles and a walk for Zobrist as he rounds into form.
So the first drive was to get here. Brian Flynn.
Yeah, apparently that was the hard part because he made the rest look easy.
Yeah. Yasiel Balaguer in the air out into right center, run down by Collins. Flynn, a former Marlin, and has been with the Royals the last couple of seasons. Only one appearance though at the big league level last year.
Well, he fell off his barn last winter, I guess it was. So missed a good chunk of the year with a stable lumbar vertebral fracture.
Is a stable related to the barn, or is that a medical term?
Don't know.
I think these Kansas City Royals should not be climbing onto things. That is scary.
That falls out of the tree stand. This guy falls off the barn.
Winningest manager in Royals history, 629 wins for Ned Yost with KC. Good guy, and you know, remember how it ended in Milwaukee. He got replaced by Dale Swain with a dozen games to go in a year they made the playoffs. So a lot of redemption now for Ned Yost with Kansas City. Two and two to Bruno. Sharply hit to the shortstop. Arteaga makes the play. Humberto Arteaga.
Okay.
And it's Jason Vossler with 2 outs.
Ned Yost, like so many major league managers, a former catcher. Spent parts of 6 seasons in the big leagues. First with the Brewers, then the Rangers, and finishing up with Montreal. Backup type.
High drive to center. It's deep, but it's playable. And Collins will end the inning. Cubs without a hit since the Zobrist double back in the 5th. 1-1 lead.
I adopted Ben
Hey, welcome back. It's a 1-1 ball game. Royals to bat in the bottom of the 8th. Cub fans, spring training is here. Barely. And it's on MLB.tv. Watch select spring training games live on your favorite supported devices. Blackout and other restrictions apply for regular season game, but go to MLB.tv for details. That's a must-have for a baseball fan.
Well, a Midwesterner on the mound, Jordan Minch. He's from Highland, Indiana, and went to Purdue, 35th rounder, 2014. So maybe grew up a Cub fan. And might have family and friends watching today as he faces Jorge Soler. 6'3", 180. Exclusively has pitched as a reliever so far.
Yeah, it's just a big opportunity for him. I imagine the heart's beating a little quicker for this outing. He's not pitched above A ball in his career. In the lost season for Soler last year.
Now 35 games, hit 144. Soler began the year on the DL last season, spent some time in the minor leagues as well. Cubs got Wade Davis in exchange for Soler. Well, he had that big postseason, remember, 2015 with the Cubs. World Series ring the following year. Did not play a whole lot that postseason, however, as he draws the walk. Although he did start Game 7 of the World Series in Cleveland and had 2 hits, including a triple.
Now 26 years of age and should be coming into his prime.
Arteaga, the shortstop. Short lead by Soler at first. That's a strike. Fouled off. 0-2.
All right, Jordan, get yourself a ground ball here.
Arteaga strikes out. So 1 away.
Get the double play, but he got a strikeout. Good off-speed pitch.
Sellout crowd today here in Surprise as Brandon Downs will bat. He doubled and scored the game-tying run in the 6th. 11,715 in the ballpark. Swing and a miss. Maybe a changeup. Maybe 2. There's 1. And they turn it. 3-6-3 double play. Takes us to the 9th, 1-1. 1. Ninth inning. And right-hander Blaine Boyer will take over.
Blaine Boyer, a veteran. He's 36 years of age now, well-traveled. Last year with Boston, 1-1 with a .435. Pitched 32 times for them. The year before he was in Milwaukee. The year before that, Minnesota. The year before that, San Diego. He's also been a Brave and a Met. Going all the way back to 2005.
Strike on Rademacher.
Also pitched for the Diamondbacks. And teammates with about half the league. Change-up grip.
1 ball, 1 strike. I bet he can't name them all, though.
No, probably not. During that odyssey, he also logged minor league time with the Cardinals and the Pirates.
I think we'll play beyond 9 today.
I don't believe so.
Both teams have 3 ties on the spring. And both will be traveling today. Soft liner into center and a base hit. Cubs don't want to tie.
There's no tying in baseball.
As we look ahead at our WGN broadcast schedule, we'll have the first 2 games of the championship season. Thursday morning, 11:30. Friday evening, and then at Cincinnati. 10-day road trip to begin the season. Actually, 11-day road trip, 10 games. All 1 to Charcer Burks.
I like that early game on opening day. On opening day, there's a lot of excitement. Don't want to sit around and wait all day to play.
Yeah, and I like that it's opening day, not opening night. Yeah. Ooh, that gets by. Should be a passed ball.
Well, Charcer Burke showing bunt there, maybe influenced the catcher a little bit. Just a little late reacting. Boyer missed a spot by a good bit, but still one the catcher should have been able to handle.
Burke's late on that fastball, 2-1. Line right to first. Schwindel the catch. Rademacher back to second.
Tough day for Burks. He was 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. Finally hits one right on the button, but it turns into an out.
Ian Rice. With 1 out and a runner at second. And a strike on the outside. Got the Twitter machine fired up today, and the one thing people are reacting to more than anything else we've discussed all afternoon, what would you guess?
Bees?
Nope. Winslow, Arizona.
Winslow, Arizona, yeah, of course.
And the Eagles and those lyrics. And
the flatbed Ford. Good summer tune, isn't it? Just
it is.
Put you in the right mindset. Driving over here today, and I had the radio on to this oldies station. Here's a cute little girl, got herself a souvenir. Looks like she can play a little bit. Got the uni on. Anyway, I had the oldies station on, and they were playing Harry Chapin, Cats in the Cradle. And I thought, that'd be some good walk-up music. Just see the whole stadium go into a funk, right? Ever get this wistful look?
Looked like a John Lennon solo song from 1971. The angry period. One and two to Ian Rice. Well, 2-2.
Ian Rice, another one of those guys we talked about earlier, shown some patience as a minor league hitter. At a .353 on base percentage last year, .368 career despite a .248 batting average. So he's willing to take his walks. 17 home runs last year at Double-A. He's 24 years of age. He was a 29th round pick of the Cubs in 2015. University of Houston.
Pulled in the air to deep left. And if it's fair, it's gone. It is a home run. Two-run homer, Ian Rice. Just inside the foul pole. Cubs lead 3-1.
And a real good swing earlier in that at bat on a fastball that he just missed. This time it's a breaking pitch. Stayed back nicely. And shows some pretty good power. Let's take a look. A hanger that backed up on Boyer, and Rice made him pay. Go ahead. He fried it. He steamed it. Feel free.
No, 3-1. Peñalver with a tapper. It'll be a tough play for Boyer, and his throw is not in time. 3-hit day for Peñalver. Here comes Ned Yost. That will probably be it for Boyer. So pitching change in the ninth, and we'll be right back. 2-run blast by Ian Rice.
This is right-hander Kevin Lennox for the Royals. Pitched at 3 different levels in the Royals system last year.
Peñalver at first. 1 out. Cubs lead by 2. Trey Martin takes ball 1. Is Trey Martin now DHing?
I think he's in center field.
Oh, he's in center. Okay. Didn't know if Marty Peavy was going to try the old pitcher bats and then the DH the rest of the day. Line shot, deep left. That ball is gone. Couple of 2-run homers here in the 9th for the Cubs. 5-1.
A most impressive swing of the bat from young Trey Martin. Puts his hands back into a good position and then explodes on that belt-high pitch. Pretty much a no-doubter.
Strike on Higgins, the catcher.
Martin has not hit for power in his minor league career. Just 17 career home runs and over 1,700 at bats.
Foul tip. And it's 2-2. Short right, it drops down.
That's a Kansas City special right there. Big time. Slider off the plate, well below the knees. And he blocks it into short right.
There's Yasiel Ballagert playing first. We will see the Royals again in August in KC. Cubs travel schedule always really good, being right in the middle of the country, but when you add the AL Central to the interleague mix, it gets even better in terms of mileage. That's into center. Cubs breaking out the big lumber here in the 9th inning. It's their 6th hit here in the 9th.
Yeah.
They had 5 in the first 8 innings.
RBI single for Bruno way back in the 1st.
One and one on Bruno. Ouch. Made a loud noise, but I think it's because he's got that elbow guard on that left arm. If there's a good place to be hit, that would be it. Two to Vossler, bases loaded, 1 out, 4 runs in on a couple of 2-run homers to left. That's out number 2. We'll bring up Rademacher, who started the inning with a single.
See, the Phillies have signed Scott Kingery to a 6-year deal. He's not spent a day in the big leagues. One of their top prospects. Pretty interesting, huh?
Really?
Yeah.
Line drive to right, and it's caught. So Rademacher in a bid for a second hit here in the inning. Laces one into the glove of Downs and right. 5-1 Cubs as we go to the bottom of the ninth. Right-hander Jake Stinnett looking for these final 3 outs today. 6'4", 202. Cubs grabbed him in the second round, 2014, out of Maryland. Facing the switch hitter Mondesi. 1-1 the count. Now 1-2. Marlins will end up with a bunch of guys on the DL to start the year. Dan Straley, who was going to pitch the second game of the season, will not be ready. Swing and a miss, one away. Jose Urena will start the opener against John Lester here on WGN. Martin Prado is out. JT Realmuto has been dealing with a back issue. We're going to see probably some unfamiliar names for the Fish.
And then a line change in the outfield with the offseason trades, of course. Stanton, Ozuna, Yelich all gone.
D. Gordon traded.
D. Gordon's gone. He's also making a position change. He's going to play center field for the Mariners.
Wei-Yin Chen will start the year on the DL. So I'm not even
sure. Do you have their probables beyond?
No, I don't think they've made any announcement beyond opening day. Balls and a strike to Goins.
The Villanova Wildcats have advanced to the Final Four. They beat Texas Tech 71-59.
Goins draws the walk. Loyola in the Final Four. What a story.
I think they're making a Sister Jean bobblehead. Put your order in now, but you won't be able to get it till the summer, I guess. It's going to be a hot item.
The 1-0 to Dini is a called strike.
93 miles an hour from Stinnett. Well placed.
Lined into center. So the Royals have 2 on with 1 out.
First baseman, number 69,
Some spring ramblings. Mike Freeman hit over 400. Ian Happ hit 7 home runs, knocked in 12, and the 5 starters combined for a 275. JD, if you've got an ERA below about 470 in the Cactus League, you should feel good.
That's a great point.
Ball 1 to Frank Schwindel. That's a strike, 1-1.
All right, Frank, little ground ball short here. Come on. Good work there by Higgins, blocking and controlling that ball, keeping the double play in order.
Fouled off to the right. Stinnett hitting the mid-90s with his heater today, which has become pretty par for the course around baseball. Ground ball. Let's see if they'll try to turn it. Nope. Peñalver just takes the safe route.
Yeah, they weren't going to get two there. He might have had to play to get that runner at second base, but in a 5-1 ball game, you're just trying to get out, so you don't want to take chances.
Yeah, he's real smooth out there. He's got good instincts.
Yeah, with his play, he's got quick feet, good hands.
Outside for a ball on Liddy. Two outs, ninth inning. Cubs lead by 4 runs. Jumping into Grapefruit League play for a couple of days, Monday and Tuesday against the Red Sox in Fort Myers, before the regular season starts on Thursday. Didn't mean to and fouled it away. Yu Darvish will pitch tomorrow night. Jose Quintana on Tuesday afternoon. Game doesn't matter, but a Yu Darvish Rick Porcello matchup, it's kind of fun.
Fans should enjoy that one. I doubt that either one will be in the ball game that long.
I heard the tickets are going for a pretty penny for that 2-game series. 3-1. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. This should do it. Peñalver backpedaling. Can't make the play. 2 runs score. And the tying run will come up. Wind is really gusting right now. You got a high sky as it is. And
anything in the air here in the desert could be challenging. Talking about Peñalver's work all day, and this time on the pop-up he gets turned around a little bit and can't recover in time.
Tyler Collins representing the tying run. It is an error on Peñalver. Stinnett trying to bail him out here. 0-2.
Yeah, good little runner there at the knees at 93. I like Stinnett's arm, I like his mechanics. He's pretty tall on that back leg. Big, strong kid.
A 1-2 swing and a miss. Cubs win. Cubs finish up the Cactus League by beating the Royals. The final score today, Cubs 5, KC 3. And we'll have more from Surprise in a moment.